The southwest corner of the property has been overgrown with all the wet weather, and finally we're going to be able to try to tame it. With a full tank of diesel fuel, we're going to expand on what we were able to do the preceding week as far as clearing out a lot of the brush. The previous week we had made a narrow corridor, except for just coming out of the woods, a relatively wider mini plot that we had planned. Still had a significant overgrowth of raspberries that we were able to only have a narrow corridor leading up to the power line easement. As we approached the easement, the grasses were shorter and noticeably along the corridor that we had cut the preceding week. After 6 hours of tractor time, we had a significantly larger food plot from the previous mini plot that we had originally conceived. The raspberries were gone, and that narrow corridor that had been there only exists as a narrow strip of greening grass. We were able to significantly widen the mowed portion of the easement. This is a view going west and then north from the previous week when we had only a narrow corridor leading up to that patch of raspberries. The mini plot that we had cleared out the preceding week was probably a little less than a quarter acre. Now heading west and then curving toward the north, you can see a much wider corridor that has been cut out along the easement and going to the previous raspberry patch that no longer exists. What we were able to clear will expand that food plot to a little shy of 2 acres from the previous quarter acre, which is now just greening up from last week. Over the past few years, our hayfield has been rather neglected. The previous several years, we had a neighbor who had cut and baled it and used the hay for his horses. Unfortunately, he is no longer able to do that, and we're restricted in time to be able to cut it just in corridors to try to cut down on the weeds. We made significant progress from what we had done the preceding week by expanding the size of the corridor and actually to the west side eliminating a large amount of the weeds right up to the property border. Hopefully within the next couple weeks we'll be able to attack that last 20 yards, which is to the right side bordering our neighbor's driveway.